Hi everyone. In the two of my previous videos I've shown a couple of my quad clan Gauss rifle builds, which were the Annihilator, this variant, okay, 6 small lasers for Gauss rifles, 7 tons of ammunition and the active probe, and then there was this Executioner, just 4 Gauss rifles, 2 small lasers and jump jets, the one that I use exclusively for targeted kills and assassination contracts. I don't take it to any other missions. And then today, just to continue with this idea and trend, I want to show you another quad Gauss rifle build, which is this Direwolf DWF-B. So here, as you can see, we've got 4 Gauss rifles located in the side torsos, 2 in each side, complemented by the 3 small lasers, allocated in different hard points should you lose one of them, and 6 tons of clan Gauss ammunition. That's it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward build, almost primitive. All the armor is maxed out, except for the legs, where I had to shave off 3 points to meet the required damage. To me personally, this is an inferior quad Gauss rifle build to that Annihilator which I've just shown, because it's got only 3 lasers, 3 small lasers, versus Annihilator's 6. It's got only 6 tons of ammunition as opposed to 7 tons in the Annihilator, and it does not carry the Beagle active probe, I mean clan active probe. There is no place to put it in. You know, we will go we will exceed the tonnage if we do that. That's pretty much all you can do in here. That's it. But one might argue, a lot of people actually argue, that 48 kilometers per hour gives you, a significant advantage in combat versus, Annihilator's 32. Well, I don't think it's necessarily the case. To me, 48 kilometers per hour is still pretty slow. You can't outrun or outmaneuver any enemy at this speed. Still, but let's see if it actually is the advantage in combat. I don't know. Let's go ahead and check it out. So, for that matter, I came into this system in here. Once again, it's Clan Wolf's Invasion Corridor, and here we have another raid mission, which is where we are going to test this build. So it's 111 difficulty level here. So let's go ahead and take this contract. I've already actually done the mission previously with this build. I had the demolition mission. That's why it's still here. And then my Lancemates are going to pilot pretty much the same thing as in my previous videos. Let me actually show you one more time if you haven't seen those. So this is the loadout. This is the variant that they are piloting. It's mainly because of this AMS in here. Having 3 of these NA-LANs provides you with a really nice anti-missile umbrella. So yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can survive this raid mission while piloting this variant in here.
We have been tasked with destroying a local communications network on behalf of our client. Make your way to the marked nav points and take out any target identified at the location.
So here we've got 3 objectives only, as opposed to 5 in that other mission.
Commander, just spotted an enemy mech.
That's an epic miss.
What's out that mech? Target eliminated.
Now we get to deal with these elementals. Oops, sorry.
That blast came out of nowhere. I will need a fresh component when this is over.
Target destroyed.
Let's approach things very carefully here. It's already kinda busy. Don't like that.
Objective down.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target, Manowar.
Rebirth. Absorbed a critical hit. Ejecting now.
Target destroyed.
You just landed a massive hit, Commander. Your target's going crit.
One of my components was blown off.
New target, Puma.
Oops. That's a dangerous Puma right there. All these machine guns. You see what's going on?
Target info's glitching out. Can't get a clean lock. Mech down.
Okay, this is it.
Kill for me. Hell yeah. Add one more to my kill count.
Second, there is some light mech.
I've lost components. These freebirds refuse to die quietly. Stop! Punching out now!
Incoming missile. Target destroyed.
Okay, one of my Lancemates is about to lose an arm. I don't like that. This one, no. Be careful now. Those 2 waypoints. Thought it was something jumping. She gets stuck.
The commander's requested we file in on his
Got
6.
stuck.
Move!
Stuck. That's it. Where are you
The commander
going?
issued us a move order. Let's maneuver out.
Yeah, you see, we can't really see anything from this distance, but enemies materialize only once you are approaching the 700-meter radius. See anything from here? It's not there yet.
We need to maneuver on the commander's back.
Here. So far. Oh,
We have incoming mercenary units. They're very
New
pleasant as an
target,
insult to us.
Dragonfly.
Make them feel alive.
Target
Hell yeah! Target down.
Wanna waste my Gauss ammo on these elementals here. Good. Oh no, nothing.
incoming missile. Target acquired.
Anything else?
New target, Blackout.
Come on.
Target destroyed. Incoming missile. New target,
I
Mech.
see the target. We're moving to take it out.
I am in a
Target
world.
destroyed.
I must punch out. I like one of those flavors syrup
Landed
for my
one right in the
components.
head.
Target down!
Evolved into my laser beam. Make it through here. Or should we better, yeah, let's better go around.
Rallying behind you, Commander.
Incoming missile. New target, Uller. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
We are rallying on you, Commander.
This place looks kinda dangerous. Something is hiding over there.
Hostile spotted. Engaging. We lost a component. They will not get the better of me again. Scrummer.
One more break out of this fight.
Punch out.
Target destroyed.
Oh wow, Daishi. Look at that. That's like Dash-A variant, the one that my Lancemates are piloting. That.
Hit it right in the cockpit.
Okay. Panicked a little bit.
We're falling in with you, Commander.
We don't know what's over the hill. Us.
Eliminated.
Vehicles as well. Let's
Forging ahead to you, Commander.
put my Lancemates over here.
Got your location marked, Commander. We're forging over to you.
Right.
New target, Masakari. Target acquired.
Got your target on scope, Commander. We'll take care of it.
Target destroyed.
Commander's kill is about to explode.
Couldn't avoid that hit. Lost a component.
Target destroyed.
Starlock, punching out now.
Moving out. On you, Commander.
Oops.
Target destroyed.
There it goes. Okay, so I have only 50 rounds of ammunition left so far. One of my Lancemates is about to lose his arm. Let's see what's going on over there.
Little kill for me.
Lost a component.
Target destroyed.
Anything else out there? Anything else out here?
Target acquired.
Hostile dropship above. All objectives destroyed. We are inbound on marked evac point. Get here as quickly as you can, Commander.
Yikes. Yikes.
Walk on up to the treasure to pick it up.
Battle low. New target, Man-O-War. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Solid copy. We've got a priority target. Let's have some fun.
This is it?
Lost a component. Mercenaries will pay for that.
Oh. 26 rounds of ammo that are left. I could pick up this, but no, let's just go home. Don't want to have my ammo unrealistically restocked. That was intense. That was intense, I must say. Even though we had less objectives here than in the other raid mission with that Annihilator, still it was pretty tough. Lots of enemy mechs. Okay, my dropship is shooting someone already.
Understood. We need to fall in on the commander's
Let's be
6.
careful how to go back, because we may still encounter here something.
If you find the acquisition, just walk up to it in order to pick it up.
Mentals in here.
Mission complete, Commander. Let's go home.
What are they
Excellent
shooting at?
find, Commander. Beginning recovery now.
Alright, so let's see what's going on in here. Yeah, it's a lot of salvage, as you can see. I don't have many points. I guess I will grab 1 or 2 of this. I can pay, you know, just in the salvage fee, yeah, but... Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. A lot of enemy mechs. Let's see what's... Alright, 27 mech kills. Not too bad, not too bad. And then my armor was kinda, you know, running low in the center torso. And then these guys are all healthy. This this arm doesn't look very good. He may have lost some, you know, some weapons in there. Yes, so here we've got like, say, 32 mechs. 38, 40 enemy mechs. Not as crazy as that other raid mission where I had 60 mechs and where I destroyed 41 enemy mechs with that Annihilator. But still, this one was pretty intense. It was pretty brutal, actually. Still. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking, you know, with so many enemy mechs in such a small combat area. I'm sure it's some kind of a bug which they've got to fix. It's just so unrealistic. So unrealistic. Alright, so let's see what are the damages, and now we will compare all these 3 Gauss rifle builds and see which one is the best. This is just the armor damage. Let's see, just the armor damage. Let's check what's going on in here. Yeah, this PPC may have been destroyed. This one is damaged, this one is destroyed, but you know, whatever, I have a bunch of this by now. Then me, it's just the armor damage, just the structural damage. So yeah, you see, it's just the structure. Oh, sorry, just the armor. I don't have any structural damage, it's just the armor damage. Anyways, so what do I personally think of this build? Well, just like I was saying at the beginning of this video, it's an inferior build compared to the Annihilator, the one that I piloted on that other raid mission, much more difficult one. It's an inferior because it's just an inferior firepower. 3 additional small lasers, they make a big difference. 3 small ones aren't enough to kill reliably an elemental, whereas 6, it's a plenty of power to do that. 6 tons of ammo was also barely enough to complete this mission. I would still probably prefer 7, so that I could use it, you know, not so sparingly, so that I could, you know, destroy more things. And again, no active probe in here also makes a big difference. The situational awareness in this mech is much worse than it was in the Annihilator. I cannot see what's going on behind the building, what's going on behind the rock. Active probe matters. Now, as far as the advantages, many say 48 kilometers versus Annihilator's 32. I don't find this to be any particular advantage either. It is still slow. It is still slow speed. You can't outmaneuver anything, just like I was saying. Like, I did not change any of my opinion on this matter. And what's important to note about these dire wolves, specifically like Daishis, doesn't matter which variant you pilot, their turning speed is very, very slow actually. It's just as slow as the Annihilator. You know, just to complete the 360-degree rotation takes just as long in this mech as it does in the Annihilator. Inner sphere, you know, 100-ton inner sphere mechs like Atlas, Marauder 2 and King Crab, they are turning around much faster than any of these dire wolves. Seriously, so I don't see it to be, you know, any, you know, particularly faster. I mean, when you are walking a straight line, sure, you may be walking a little bit faster than the Annihilator. Does it give you the advantage, any particular advantage or disadvantage? I don't think so. I don't think so. Personally, it doesn't really matter. I'd rather have more firepower, which that Annihilator provided well, and Beagle active probe. That is important. So that's my thinking. Other than that, I must say this is a pretty good mech. If we don't compare it to the Annihilator, it's a fun mech to fight with. You know, 4 Gauss Rifles, I mean, come on, it's a lot of fun still. I just wish, you know, I had, you know, after piloting the Annihilator, I just wish I had 3 additional lasers. That would have been much more fun. Again, yeah, so that is this build. So far we've looked at this Daishi, obviously, then we've looked at this Annihilator. Let's take another look at this. Yeah, so you see, this is what I'm talking about. An additional ton of Gauss rifle ammunition in here and 6 small lasers. They make a huge difference. You know, at a close range, this is a pretty nice additions. Let's say you're fighting some other assault mech, you shoot a salvo of these Gauss rifles, you open up their armor, and then you finish them while they're reloading. You're finishing them off with these 6 small lasers. Absolutely fantastic weapon combination here. I don't think it gets any better than that, honestly. And of course, this active probe makes, you know, a world of a difference. Yeah, so there is this Annihilator, and then lastly there is this Executioner, the one that I use exclusively for targeted kills and assassination contracts. I will not take it to any other type of mission, mainly because it houses its 4 Gauss rifles in the arms. You don't want to get into a close combat with this mech. If your arms are gone, you're not gonna do much with this, you know, small lasers in there. But where it shines at jumping up high. I mean, like on the mountains and rocks, to get an overview of the entire combat area when those things are available. And then you can shoot enemy targets at an extremely, you know, long range. You can destroy them all even before they get a chance to come close enough to fire at you. And I've demonstrated it in one of my previous videos. This is how it works. One important thing again that I need to mention here is that these jump jets are modded jump jets. Because they have 10 seconds of a burn time versus the original 3 seconds. I tried to match this value to MechWarrior 3 jump jets, but on the other hand, as a negative, it reduced their weight down to 0.5 tons, which is not quite realistic, but since, you know, it's a reduction, tonnage reduction. I just took a little bit more of a Gauss ammunition in here. Yeah. So this is just, you know, a very specific tool for a very specific job. It's like, you know, a dedicated long-range sniper. That's it. Whereas like Annihilator or even this Daishi can be used even, you know, in a medium and close range combat. Now, lastly, before I wrap up this video, someone suggested that I can also use the Bullshark BSK-1 variant for that purpose of the, you know, of housing 4 clan Gauss rifles. Honestly, as much as I appreciate all of your ideas, guys, and again, if you have any, you know, good ideas, please share them with me in the comments. I would love to hear from you. But as much as I appreciate this idea, I don't think that it's going to work, because let's see what we can get out of this. So let's strip this mech out of everything. And then let's go ahead and install those 4 Gauss rifles in there. Where are they? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and armor here is almost maxed out. I don't wanna remove any armor. I just shaved off 3 points of the legs once again, just to be able to meet the required damage. And now we are left with few additional tons, so we can go ahead and insert a few tons of clan Gauss ammunition, at least 4, more is better. And then we are only left with the you know, 0.5 ton. So we can either use it for the clan Gauss have an ammo, or we can just, you know, take one clan small laser. I don't think it's gonna be a good idea, honestly, because if these arms are gone, it's, you know, the same issue as with that executioner. If these arms are gone, then what are you gonna do with this one small laser? Or if you choose to use a half an hour, then you're done. You're pretty much done. You might as well just eject if your arms are gone. So I'm sorry, but I don't think that this idea is gonna work. We can, of course, you know, do something like this, but what are you gonna do only with that little amount of ammo in here? And then, you know, like, then we can use, you know, like small 2 small lasers. You see, actually, hold on a second. Let's yeah, let's do 2 ER small lasers. Yeah, 2 ER small lasers, and then no, we can actually do we can still do 1 ton of ammunition like this. Let's do half ammo in each arm just for this symmetry. No, hold on a second. What am I? And 1.5 tons of ammunition. So let's do, say, half an hour ammo here, right? Something like this, and then, you know, 3 half ammos in the arms, so something like this. And by the way, this is not an explosive ammo, in case you're wondering. No, clan Gauss ammo, so as the inner sphere is not explosive. It's just, you know, like solid metal shells. Yeah, so still that's a very little ammo in here. Maybe we can, let's say, get rid of this one, add another small laser, and then still you will quickly run out of ammo. It's certainly not gonna be enough to complete the mission like the one I just did. So I'm sorry, but I don't think this idea is going to work here quite well, especially when compared to those original clan mechs. Lastly, Let's put this because I don't have any space in here. Let's take it to the cold storage. Now, lastly, one might also suggest that you can use one of those Hero King crabs. Let's see if I have it in this career. I don't remember if I completed that mission or not. Let me see if there is this king crab. Well, yeah, this this one. First of all, I don't like hero mechs because they are apocryphal. They don't exist in the universe, but a lot of people do like them. So for that matter, let's strip it and let's see if we can use it for that purpose as well. I'm actually curious to find out myself. Alright, so yeah, here we've got some room to work with. Let's see how many tons we can we do. 4 tons. Ah, okay, so yeah, and then we can even go like this if you like. So something like that. I'm just, you know, playing around with it. That is plenty of ammo. But again, I don't like how it's gonna be defenseless once the arms are gone at a close range. Let's see what are our options for this. Let's actually, you know, let's go by the tonnage. We don't have a lot of tonnage to operate with. Let's see. Clan SRM-4. How about that? Just, you know, for a self-defense, and then maybe something like, let's see. Clan SRM. Have an ammo. So something like this. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure how hot it's gonna get. It's probably gonna be fine. It's gonna cool down because it's a 100-ton mech. You know, if you don't shoot this excessively, if it's, you know, just once, it's not gonna be a problem without any heat sinks in here. But again, you know, my main concern is this amount of ammunition in here. It may not be enough. The other thing we could do, just, you know, do something like, you know, the something like this, and then, you know, let's say another, you know, Gauss ammo, something like this, or even like, I don't know, like half an ammo here and then another, you know, half an ammo here. So yeah, you can play around with that, but I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't. I just don't see any point in doing this because I am pretty happy with other Quad-Gauss rifle builds that I already have in my collection. Like, why would I bother? Plus, like I said, I am not a fan of hero mechs as a concept because it's just, you know, so apocryphal. And because we don't have an option to build a hero mech of our own, because we are, you know, we are the biggest heroes in this game, as far as MechWarrior 5 is concerned. So we should have an option to build a hero mech of our own for that matter. Yeah, so there is that. So anyways, once again, when it comes to for Gauss rifles, you know, like raid missions and just general missions in general, Annihilator still would be my first choice to go to because all of its perks, right? The Daishi would be second choice, and then a very like exclusive choice for targeted kills and assassination contracts, especially, you know, in large combat areas. It's this Executioner because of the jump jets, but again, I would also need to take my Lancemates with me to protect me, you know, for at a close range combat. Especially, you know, I have to be careful with these arms, you don't want to lose them. Alright, well, this is it for this video. I hope it was useful, and again, please let me know if you have any ideas. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, have a nice day.